Cool. Right? Let's intro it.
Guys, welcome back to the Drunk Ass Gaming Podcast. Yeah. This is episode 2 coming at you.
Woo!
Like a hot steamer.
Like a Cleveland steamer.
Like a Cleveland steamer.
You just roll into that steamer.
We're rolling out of Cleveland.
Yo, could you imagine getting shit on your chest? That would not be fun.
Well, like we were saying before, like if you can think of anything, it's somebody's fetish.
Yeah.
So you posed the idea to me earlier, whether or not we were watching Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Just a couple grown men watching Sesame Street.
By yourselves, you know.
That's what we do in our free time. Don't judge us. And you had the very interesting question of whether or not you think that there's people out there who have the fetish of dressing up as
like Big Bird.
So in the way that like you can go to like
crazy.
furry conventions and stuff, you can dress up these animals and the people go ostensibly to have sex with each other. I mean that's why I go there.
Oh, is that why you do that?
You were wondering if people would dress up in Sesame Street outfits.
I bet you do.
And then fuck each other.
I would almost be certain that
it has to be. Like, so I was saying like anything you can think of, there's probably a fetish for it. That's rule 34 of the internet. Like, if it exists, there's porn of it.
Fair enough.
I'll take that one step further. Like if you can think the most depraved thing you can think of, it's got to be someone's fetish. Yep. What do you think happens if we Google like Sesame Street?
I'm going to be certain you're probably going to see something you don't want on your history.
People in Sesame Street outfits. Fucking. We might have to blur this out. I know if we search for. Oh, hello. That's not quite what I was thinking.
How do they make for Halloween costumes? How do they make like sexy Sesame Street costumes?
That looks like that's about to go somewhere. that's Kenan Thompson staring at the big old yellow ass.
You have to put that picture up now.
What if we do Sesame Street? Oh, this is all recording.
Oh, nice. That's hilarious.
Sesame Street full body suit.
I need you to spell street right, though. Oh, man, we should get those and just walk around in, like, the blue and red suits. Could you imagine?
That's what I'm talking about. So I'm just picturing, like, dozens of people meeting
my elbow.
at, like, a hotel in, like, California or something. Just coming.
John, I told you not to dress up as Elmo. I'm Elmo tonight.
Elmo.
One of us is going to have to get out of here.
Get out of this room, Cookie Monster's sucking my dick. My wife hates when I go to these things, and I don't tell her about them anymore.
Could you? What
was that? So basically, there's just a lot of cool people out there.
Yeah, man, ridiculous. So this poses the question: Blue Man Group, Cookie Monster. All right, so
now that we got that
that's our thing.
Let's get into some gaming news. So,
cool.
Speaking of conventions, speaking of people who get together with similar interests with the purpose of fucking one another.
Yeah, pretty much, or stealing their money.
Pokemon Go held a festival in Chicago in Grant Park, where people, I guess, the idea I'm sure was that they would get together, play Pokemon Go in a place, talk to each other. You can meet other people who also play Pokemon. Fuck each other, whatever you want.
Whatever you're into.
Whatever you want. We laid out carpets for you. Like we laid out rugs. Feel free to use the rugs. There's hand sanitation stations. So all right. So the point of it was that
there's a ghastly in your pants. Take them off.
Is that a Geodude in your pants, or you're just happy to see me? Why don't you bust out those master balls? So. Pokemon Go Festival held by...
Let me touch your Poke Flute.
So it was held by the developer of Pokemon Go, Niantic, right? So they went to this park in Chicago. Problem is...
it's Chicago.
It's Chicago, and everything that goes there is doomed to fail.
Or get shot.
That's Chicago's new motto. Everything's shittier in Chicago. So I guess the service didn't work or whatever. So these hundreds of people gathered in this park in Chicago to play Pokemon Go, and the fucking game didn't work.
Oh, that's classic.
So the CEO, we'll play this video. You and I already saw this, but we'll play this video for the show. So the Niantic CEO goes up on stage to address the fans. He gets like booed off stage.
Oh, the reception is just poor there.
In more ways than one.
Do you know? Yeah. Do you know? I can't get.
Do you know what I sacrificed to be here?
$20 in a Charizard.
I killed my wife to be here. Now someone better suck my dick.
In my Blastoise outfit.
I'm busting my Blastoise out. I'm about to Blastoise. So they started chanting, "We can't play." So I guess the service didn't work. Like internet connection was bad or something.
Oh, I thought that was way different than what was
Unrelated. Somebody getting head in Central Park.
nice. It's just
yeah,
like
so-
Pokemon.
So it didn't go well. So they issued refunds for the tickets. Okay, so yeah, so ticket costs were $10 a ticket.
$10 a ticket?
So they issued refunds for the ticket, and they gave them $100 in Pokecoins.
Yeah,
which
that's like
I don't know the game well enough to know what
freemium.
that is. So it's like freemium.
So in other words, it's just like that South Park episode about Canada and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you can put out a free game, eh? But you pay in freemium, which it's like if you want to progress, you have to pay money to it. No, fuck
if
you,
you went
lazy
out,
gamers.
if you went out to Chicago, Illinois, you went to that state park to do this Pokemon thing, couldn't play the game with the $10 refund ticket and 100 Pokecoins.
equal out your plane
Find
ticket
out.
from whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean the cost of transportation is the real. I mean that's the real
Yeah.
cost. Depending on where. I mean if you're from Chicago.
If you're from Chicago, that's fine. It's
But
probably
I
a
think a lot
walk or
of
an
people
ambulance
were,
ride.
I mean, I was seeing pictures of people with like shirts with Ohio on it, so like people were coming from a ways away.
So, in other words, this is a funny story for you people that are Pokemon diehard fans. Why would you go to Chicago to do this when you could just walk out your door and just walk into New York?
What's the point? Like,
Yeah.
I guess it's to group people up to play.
Like, I
Pokemon
get
Go.
that, but you get real friends. Don't do internet friends. You're not going to win that way.
Yeah, but that turns real. I don't know. It sucks to think.
I get that.
And I guess you would meet people, but then. I don't know. I mean, like
Yeah,
I
but-
remember when it first came out, you didn't have to go to Chicago. You could
No,
go
you could
anywhere.
walk
And
anywhere.
everyone was already out playing. Anyways.
And you know what's crazy about it is you don't know who you're meeting. You might be meeting Jeffrey Dahmer. He's like, "Hey, I'm catching this Machop. Would you like to go home so I can cut your arms off and eat them?" Hi.
you want to come home and see my crawl space later?
Yeah, right.
I got
Exactly.
this really neat crawl space I want to show you.
I heard there were a lot of Pokemon down there.
Dude, there must have been a lot of Pokepervs down there.
Oh yeah, dude. They definitely.
So I think Niantic did the best they could. They gave out some free stuff. They refunded the tickets. Some guy was out there giving blowjobs. I don't know if he works for Pokemon Go.
Well, what scares me is like, what you're right. What if it is perverts that are there?
I would imagine
or like
there's a fair amount.
pedophiles, and they're like, "Yo, this is like the mecca of our existence."
You think there were a lot of kids? Like the crowds I was seeing, I didn't see a lot of kids.
Lot of kids?
It seemed like it was more like grown adults.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah.
Because Chicago, there's a lot of things going wrong with that, like Chicago,
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's like a hotbed for.
sexual deviance.
I bet there are a lot of pervs just on the perimeter of the whole thing.
Oh, just pacing it.
Just with their flip phone, like, yeah, I'm playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Pokemon Go fan. Like, what is that? A Droid
They have
Razor?
one-
Huh? What?
They have one of those giant like cell phones from the 80s.
Oh, it's a
Clefable?
marble. I'm catching a Marbolo. What's that?
With a Marlboro.
You want to see my crawl space?
He's like, what
Why are you so sweaty?
Yeah. Why do you keep looking around like somebody's watching you?
Hey, why don't you bust that Gyarados out?
He's like,
Balls deep in my Clefable.
he's flipping through like the Pokedex, and he's like, all right, which ones are good talking points?
Yeah.
Ah,
Found
classic.
a Mewtwo.
Yeah, dude.
So that happened.
Yeah, that definitely did. Ooh, next story. I'm pretty
Nintendo
excited
Switch
about.
still selling strong. 2 million new units sold, and
Yeah.
profits at Nintendo are going up.
Yeah.
So Nintendo's doing great.
That's awesome. No, I'm very happy about it. I love Nintendo, as you can tell, wearing a Nintendo shirt. Yeah, right. I didn't even know that this was going to be a story. I just like
So
this shirt.
serendipitous.
So my biggest thing with Nintendo that I like is that they're not trying to be like the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox One, Microsoft or Sony, where Sony and Microsoft are trying to panhandle to the PC generation, or the master race as it's been called before.
We really got to find a better name for that.
What, PC master race?
The PR for that's not great.
No, it's not. But you know who started that?
It's a
Yahtzee.
Yeah, Yahtzee.
Yeah, PC Master Race, which is great. I love it. No,
It's
it's
funny.
hilarious. That's good.
it's a bit of a barrier to entry though.
Oh, it is hilarious. Yeah, but that's funny.
So I don't know where these 2 million units sold, but like
My-
they're not going to upstate
No.
New York because I don't fucking see. I'm not seeing these things.
Well, my
I
thing
can't.
is-
I can't get one of these goddamn things.
No, me neither. My thing is like, that's what I love about Nintendo, though, where I was going with that whole thing, and then we got into Nazism or whatever, PC racism. But like, you know, PS4 and them, they're trying to just bring out good really hardworking hardware that is close or as well as some PC game computers. But like Nintendo actually wants to make a game system to be what they want it to be a game system.
Yeah.
They're putting out content that's fun. It
The
doesn't have to be
system,
hardcore.
the system is just a vehicle to get people to the experience that is the game. So the game is the focus.
Which is good because that's been like their business model for a while.
It's working
just
out.
to do that.
And if you're a PC owner, like this is so as someone that predominantly plays on PC, this is the only other console that has any that I have any interest in. Yeah,
exactly.
I can take it on the go with me. It's portable. I
Yeah.
have access to titles I'm probably never going to see on PC.
Exactly. Yeah, because Nintendo's really good about playing to the hip like that. That's why I like this. I want to play like Splatoon and that ARMS game. It's a unique game that you don't see much of.
Did you play the first Splatoon?
I do. I have it.
Okay.
I played it for a while. The only thing that I didn't like was the stupid you had to use the Wii pad in order to aim and stuff. And they did it with Star Fox 2. I hated that idea because I would rather just aim with my controls.
I think you can disable that and use the. I'm almost certain that that's a default thing, but you can turn it off and go back to
I would do that then.
controls.
If I would go right to my Pro controller. I haven't played it in a
I
while.
want to play
played
these.
a few.
All right, you and I should sit down. Do you know that has
have
split
it.
screen?
Oh, it does?
I'm asking if you know if it does.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. If it does, we should play that. I want to check that game out. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't-
fun.
I've heard good things about it.
It's good. It's a good game. I liked it.
Next up, we got the Wolfenstein. Put out a new trailer recently.
Are you going to start right from this part?
I don't know. It's 4 minutes long.
Yeah, start right
the guy
here.
walks
This is
in,
pretty
sits at
good.
the bar.
It sounds like a joke. The Nazi walks into the
a Nazi
bar
walks into a bar.
and drinks a milkshake. So this looks to be gameplay too. I see the little dot in the middle.
This really makes me want to have a milkshake for some reason. I'm so hungry.
Or a strawberry milkshake. That's also use
that a euphemism?
Urban Dictionary if you don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
Pussy, right? My
No,
milkshake
it's
brings the boys to the yard.
No, it's disgusting.
Oh, it's like a blue waffle.
Kind of similar, except you punch the girl in the face.
Guys,
and
search
her
those
nose
terms on Urban Dictionary. Also, look up tap that mass. That was my contribution. I did. I put it like back in like 2007. I put tap that mass. It's a slang term for going to church. So you can go there and it's like Young Westoff says, tap that mass.
Yeah. Look out in the background, though. So you see in the background on the TV.
His face on the TV.
And then you also pointed out he's got
like, the face
pictures
looks
of his
familiar.
face by the jukebox.
It's almost like
and
I've
stuff.
seen it everywhere.
I'm enjoying a strawberry milkshake.
You and me both, buddy.
Looks like I got to finish my strawberry milkshake somewhere else. And I actually think in the fire thing is like a nuclear bomb or something like that. Like a small bomb. Ooh.
In the fire extinguisher?
Yeah. I'm assuming
The plot thickens.
I'm assuming BJ didn't get shot, so
Yeah, what if that was the end of the game?
oh my god.
Spoiler alert, he dies in the first act, guys. So, yeah, I'm, if I could be any more stoked in this game.
Yeah, me too. I love the first one was an amazing game. Like
Yeah.
it was good. Like I remember that was the first game actually I bought for my PS4. I got that and I got Infamous because I really liked the Infamous series. So I got the third one. I was like, wow, this is very vibrant.
That game came out at a great time, too, for me at least, because it was during this time where, like, everything was online, everything's multiplayer.
Yep.
Like, everything ham-fists the fucking multiplayer segment into a game that, like, it really doesn't need to be in.
Exactly.
And then that game came out and it was like, oh, you can just do a really good single-player
Yeah,
first-person shooter
that's
game.
why I love
It has
these
to be
games.
amazing.
Yeah, Wolfenstein was a great game, and they had a lot of throwback. That's why I think, like we were talking earlier too, Doom and this were one of the best
Doom was also
FPSs.
Doom also, they try to force the multiplayer in there, which is whatever.
They did, yeah, but in the same breath,
But
they
I still like Doom.
they
a lot.
adjusted a lot of stuff that they needed to.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
next up-
Wolfenstein.
So the game American Truck Simulator. So a road closed in real life because of like a landslide, and then I don't. The game American Truck Simulator goes and they close that road in the game, so it updated.
That's crazy.
that
That's
weird?
kind of cool
The
though.
level of detail in that. I don't know if they have pictures of the real road. I think that's the game.
Yeah, that looks like the game.
Not a big story, but I just thought it was interesting.
No, that's interesting.
Like their attention to detail is like
They're like, yeah, this is,
Crazy.
you know, if you're a truck driver, you can't take this road.
it happens in the game. It happens in real life.
Real life.
That's what I want to know. If a landslide occurs in the game now, is it going to happen in real life?
Oh, is it like Final Destination, but in the game form? It tells the future. Yeah, I don't know. I will tell you though, that's good that they update that. So I'm always bitching about like these people not updating their games and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? This is taking forever for Friday the 13th to load something. But now we got this guy that's sitting in his basement. He's like, oh shit, road closings.
I got nothing better to do.
Road closings. Oh yeah.
What is he? You think he's just like scouring through MapQuest all day,
dude.
going through Google Maps, like what's going on?
Put his feelers out there. He's got like people. He's like, if you're driving,
Route 13's closed. Like I'm on it.
Code done. And then he's like got like the little CB radio, and he's like, he's like, hi, this is Too Good for School coming over. Copy that.
Too good for school.
I don't know what his handle would be, but then he's like, then somebody's like, yeah, I was just driving off that Route 29 and the goddamn mudslide stopped me from going there.
Dead deer on the side of the road. Like I'm on it.
I'm on it. And he's like, dead deer in.
His mom's like going down the base, like, honey, you gonna come up for dinner? Fuck you.
Honey, I made you Hot Pockets. He's like, put them shits in the microwave. I'm coming.
I never loved you.
And then somehow he accidentally put on a sign, I never loved you.
Yeah, he codes that in the game. Fuck mom.
Fuck mom. Fuck books.
All right, next up.
Awesome.
This is just something that I saw. So the PlayStation Now, someone just reported that they tried to play a game through PlayStation Now, and I didn't know that this was a thing. But if there's too many people playing the same game, it puts you into a waiting queue.
So this goes back to last podcast. That just pisses me off even more.
Isn't that bullshit?
This is why I have these games. Like, this is why. Because I don't have to wait for a queue. I might have to, if it's a PS3, I might be downloading a game for a half an hour, but at least I know I'm going to be able to play that game and not have to wait in a fucking line.
Can you imagine, like, waiting your turn? It's like you're walking into an arcade.
Yeah, and then what if you put in, like, 8 hours of time?
Well, this says estimated time 4 minutes. But how do you guess that, like, you're assuming that someone's going to get off in the next 4 minutes?
4 minutes, exactly.
What if somebody plays for 8 hours?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not going to go in and be like, oh, I'm going to play this game for 5 minutes. This is the shit.
Goes, as this becomes more popular, like, and as they add like newer titles to it, like this problem is just going to be exacerbated.
Gonna be worse, yeah.
So I was on the edge with this, but now
it seals the deal.
Just get the system, get the games, and play it locally. Like you don't have to run into issues like this.
Retro stuff is of course it's on the uphill trend.
Yeah.
So you might pay some of your favorite games like Tomba 2 and shit. You might be paying like $60-$70 for, but in the long,
is it really worth that much? Mm-hmm.
It's like 50 or 60.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I had that game when I was younger.
I wish I had that game.
You don't have it? I'll see if I have it.
Dude, I love my collection grows. I love that game.
Our speed play is going along nicely with that.
Yeah, right.
Our speed run.
The only thing is, I just can't have you talk to me.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is I won't keep my mouth shut and you get pissed.
Oh my god!
And then in the middle of speed run, I'd really prefer if you'd be quiet.
Throwback.
A lot of people won't get that joke.
No.
Right. So, anyways, yeah.
Speedrun Tomba. Watch it.
Also, I hear that PlayStation Now has a lot of latency.
See, that's stupid. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either.
Not a fan.
All right, so I think so I think we're going into current. All right, ready for current events?
Yeah, this is heartbreaking.
This is going to start off. George A. Romero dies at age 77.
So, he's like the reason why I watch horror movies. Like, it's because of George Romero. Like, when I heard this, it was kind of sad. Like, he's my favorite director, so even more heart-wrenching. And I was watching his stuff before, like, The Walking Dead and shit. Like, little Twilights and Millennials are like, oh, this is great. I was watching his shit way before that. And it wasn't even just the zombie movies. He did, like, The Crazies and Martin, which Martin's a ridiculous movie if you've ever seen it. It's about a guy that thinks he's a vampire and he's draining people's blood.
Oh,
like,
really?
It's fucked up.
I'll have to check that out.
Yo, it's a great movie. But, like, stuff like that. So that was pretty big. I know a lot of people, even if they didn't know him, were going online and like doing salutes to him. Like I'd like Tom Gunn or whatever. What is that dude's name? The guy that does all the Marvel shit. I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
He did. Somebody will blast me on it and tell me who it is. I know you had like Eli Roth that did like this really nice thing. Yeah. There was just a lot of people. My favorite was and if you know him, like his special effects is great. Tom Savini. Mm-hmm. Like these are people like my dad actually has that he can talk to. He's in good contact with.
Oh really?
Yeah, because my dad he just knew how to talk to people. They used to have an IR chat back in the day that he would go to, and like he would field questions. So my dad got really good friends with him and like the little girl from Night of the Living Dead, Kyra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like my dad's good friends with him. So like,
that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And this was just like a heartbreaking thing.
Yeah.
I know. I wanted to do there is in Evansville. There's like a zombie museum that you can go to. I wanted to do that. I was thinking about doing that this fall.
Oh really? I'll go with you.
Yeah, we should do a road trip. That'd be fun. And then go to the mall from Dawn of the Dead, the Monroeville Mall.
You can go to the mall?
Yeah, the Monroeville Mall's, it's there. I was looking at news feeds though, and it turns out like there's a lot of gangs. They have a 7:00 curfew for kids.
Oh Jesus!
So like I'm like, that kind of seals the deal of not me being there. But after 7:00 though, you're good to go. It's just adults partying.
After 7, it's just those videos will turn really interesting.
Yeah. So I would love to do that.
Yeah.
And it's just a sad thing, and R.I.P. George Romero.
Rest in peace, George.
I think he's going to come up as a zombie. Like that's
one of those jokes going to start.
Yeah, like no, they already have, but I could imagine. The
guy created a genre, so he left. He's leaving a huge legacy behind him.
Yeah, and that's sad to see him go. Now it's just going to start bringing in new people that want to like recreate that idea.
Yeah, it's nice that I think he passed the torch in a lot of ways to a few different directors that I think are
like the guys from Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
They were in Land of the Dead, which was one of his more recent ones. Like all of George Romero's movies are like, they're political too. They have a piece of politics or something that's actually happening in the real world. Like that was the big draw for Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead was about how our consumerism is when it comes to now we want to have, and this is shot in the 70s, so like malls are starting to pop up, and now everything's an ease of access. People go to the mall to go to the mall, buy as much as they can. So like to show like how people got greedy towards the end of it, of course, spoiler alert, how people got greedy to go to the mall and steal stuff, and it has those underlining tones. That's why all his movies have something to say. Like there's I'm sorry I'm going so long with this. One of the movies that I thought was really good, and not many people liked it. It was after what is it? It's one of his dead ones. Gosh, I can't think of the name. Not Survival of the Dead, but the one before that. Diary of the Dead.
Okay.
Diary of the Dead. What was cool about that? So this was in like. I would say mid-2000s, but it was a guy that had a camera, and he was it was shot like in his point of view. So this was before that they started doing stuff like this, or like anything about talking about what's going on. So like a lot of people, he was ahead of the curve in that sense, that he was actually bringing something that wasn't necessarily a huge thing at the time, but now look at like people wear a GoPro and walk around like cops beating the hell out of people and vice versa. Like that was in his movie, and he knew about the trend before it became the trend. Yeah, it's good guy.
Rest in peace, George Romero.
Yes, we should do a little like thing for it.
Just put his black and white face up. Boom. Put some sad music behind it.
Yeah, like when Trish went.
Well, unfortunately, we have one other person to pay respects to because Chester Bennington of Linkin Park also passed away. Dead at age 41.
Which is
this is a rough start to the current events.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, and now I'm reading like people are saying that it's like his dad and all this stuff. There's like conspiracy theories.
Oh, that he's like still alive?
No, like his dad.
Killed him.
Yeah, there's like conspiracy theories on it.
It was weird because everyone knew that he was a close friend of Chris Cornell,
and he died on Chris Cornell's birthday.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of my friends were sad about it, and it sucks. And like,
you used to listen to Linkin Park?
I used to listen to their stuff. Not their newer stuff. I'm thinking of like Meteora and all those. Those are
like I remember I had Hybrid Theory on I used to have that on a little CD case. I take that around.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I used to do, like yard work, listening to that whole CD. And that stuff was good.
That music is still amazing.
Their new stuff wasn't too bad.
I didn't listen to their last like 2 albums. I didn't hear good things about it. I always meant to get around to. I still haven't yet.
No, the newest album.
I knew that the newest one
it was
garnered a lot of criticism.
Yeah, which, you know what, you're an artist. You do what you want to do. Like,
that's what I say. Like,
exactly.
Like, not
what makes whatever makes you happy, and that's what's really sad about it is like depression's a huge thing, even when you're popular and all that.
Yeah.
Like you still have that. But I will tell you guys, if we get really popular, I'm happy as a clam.
So money doesn't make everyone happy, but it makes us happy.
Oh man, I'd do a cartwheel without a shirt. Pay us money and that'll happen. Chester, man, that sucks.
Yeah,
it's
a rough week.
Sad year for music, dude. Just people and sad year for anybody. Especially at this next thing. I'm not laughing about the last one, but this I don't know, I'm torn.
Guys, the juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
Hashtag the juice is loose.
So OJ coming back, what do you think about that? Because I have some stuff.
I mean, so like, we're getting close to being political here. Clearly, he was jailed for like holding up a store and like trying to steal back his own memorabilia.
Yeah,
which
basically.
is fucking crazy he would do that. But clearly, this was like they got him on something. They were going to try to lock him up for as long as possible because everyone knew that he killed Nicole Simpson.
Yeah, but he got acquitted, man. And well, the biggest thing about it, and what's crazy is like he owes like the families, it's something ridiculous, like 22 million, or I'm just throwing a number out there, but something big like that. Yeah. And if you hear anything, he hasn't paid any money towards the family, and football is giving him a stifle amount of money each month.
What are they paying him to do?
Because of some sort of, I don't know whether it was a lawsuit or just having him
Are they still selling O.J. Simpson jerseys?
I heard they were selling gloves. One size fits most.
Glove fits or your money back.
Money back, or you get acquitted. No.
That's our glove fits or you acquit price guarantee.
Oh my God, could you imagine? That's a commercial in itself.
Just O.J. Simpson branded steak knives.
Oh my God. Well, he was with the Isotoners, so.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, back in the day, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm kind of, it is what it is. And
I don't think he's going to go out and murder more people. But then I would have said that after he got acquitted, and then he went stole
his stuff.
I'm pretty sure he held that guy up at gunpoint.
I probably would have. I've been a little more crass. Hey, can I get my stuff back? No. Okay, then I guess I'll just get my stuff by paying for it.
Yeah. He wore a mask when he did it, but he called it his stuff. So it's like, all right, man.
I need my O.J. Simpson.
I need my O.J. Give me
memorabilia.
O.J. Simpson
I signed
stuff
it.
back.
Yeah, please.
Please.
Hey, is that you, Juice? No.
No, someone else.
I'm apple sauce.
I'm apple juice.
Apple juice. I don't know. I did hear though he might. So after this, and you know what? You let him do his thing. It's.
I don't know what is in this video, but.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah, basically with him, it's him like crying and stuff because he got acquitted, man, or not acquitted. He got early parole.
Yeah.
9 years out of a 33-year sentence. You want to hear something that's really messed up about? Yeah. So how they were treating him in the jail is even better. So one, you're next to O.J. Simpson, right? So you're like, okay, you're O.J. Simpson. I'm going to be friends with you. You were number one running back, pretty much number one running back of all time still.
Superstar.
So the Super Bowl happened last year, and they gave him a TV for his cell, and he was able to invite, like, let's say 10 people to it. So obviously, to watch the Super Bowl. How crazy is that? So not only are you going to be his prison bitch, you're going to be his housemaid, you're going to be doing everything for OJ. He had, like, all I think of is, like, the Kingpin in, like, Marvel, where he's, like, in like the shitty ratty jail cell, and he's like, this is horrible, these conditions are deplorable, and like the warden's like, ha, you suck, Kingpin, and he's like, yeah, this sucks, and then he leaves and like the fucking like bidet comes out of the wall, and that's OJ.
It's when the press shows up, everything looks terrible. I would imagine that if you're like a multi-millionaires don't go to like shitty prisons. If you have that kind of money, they always seem to like put you in a nicer place.
And like the guys that he has helping him out, he probably did want a bidet, so he has a convict that sips water and spits it up his asshole. OJ, how's that spritzer going? I would like you to do a little more of like a scattered shot. So he's like,
I loved you in Naked Gun.
I loved you in Naked Gun.
Can you sign my jersey? All right, so little known fact. I don't know if you knew this, but in 2006, after O.J. Simpson was acquitted, he actually went to Florida and shot a pilot for a prank show called Juice. Do you know about this?
No, I didn't.
So, yeah, he shot a pilot for a TV. This is after he got acquitted of murder. And he sells a used Toyota Bronco to people. It's a prank show where he sells Broncos to people at a parking lot. He signs it. It has a bullet hole in the Bronco.
Oh my god!
And then he just sells it to like wandering people.
I'd buy it. Yep, I'd buy it.
O.J. Simpson walked up to you.
Bronco?
I mean, I would too. If it was the Bronco, I'd buy that in a heartbeat. I'm sorry. Like, didn't you murder 2 people? Why are you filming a TV pilot? Don't mind those blood stains in the back seat. It's like, what's this glove under here? Like, give me that glove. You can fit about 3 bodies in here.
Yeah, I saw it on that video, OJ. Don't worry. If I threw in a pair of Ginsu knives, would that change your mind? Slightly used Ginsu knives. Slightly used. Yeah, I'd buy it.
What are we gonna do?
Wanna know why I'd buy it? Because that would be the coolest car to drive around. You're like, yo, O.J. Simpson sold me a Bronco. He signed it, and there was like a bullet hole in there.
And if you don't like it, he'll kill you
and
too.
He said.
All right, next up, Kid Rock is running for Senate. And the crazy thing is he's winning.
No, he isn't.
He's not doing badly. He's leading in the polls right now.
Where running with what
I don't know. I'm not sure who he's running against.
Michigan.
So yeah, so he's running for to be a Michigan senator.
Boom, Kid Rock leads. Yo, that is Michigan. You
and
guys.
So if he wins the primary, he'd be up against a Democrat by the name of Debbie Stabenow. Demi. So yeah, I mean, this is just the era that we live in now, where like celebrities become politicians.
Dude, he looks haggard, man.
I know. Can you imagine that guy? Just him being on the floor of the Senate.
Like, we should get more cheeseburgers involved. Yep.
Are you high? Are you not high?
Are you not high? This is just about me and what we should accomplish in Michigan.
I remember he first got involved in the political landscape when people were tearing down the Confederate flag, because that was his thing. He would always have the Confederate flag out wherever he went. But now, it looks like now he's switched over to the American flag.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, because probably somebody was like, hey, Kid Rock. Ugh, that is crazy.
So, I mean, that's a possibility. Like, he could very well win.
Jesus. No wonder, like, these other countries are just sitting back and they're like, America, you fools.
I just want to know what his policies are. Like, I mean,
smoke weed every day.
I guess that's the only thing.
Snoop's going to be his advisor.
Snoop's going to be his secretary, his chief of staff.
Chief of staff in his little office. Like, it's absolutely, it blows my mind. Like, I get it. I understand it. Like, we want to start getting some, like, people that are like people or that have lived that type of life, not like a politician. But instead of getting somebody that is a musician or something, how about we get that average guy that's out on the street that actually is living this right now?
Problem is, with the average guy doesn't have enough money to put his face out
which
there.
Is bullshit.
Kid Rock does.
I know, which
because
is
people
bullshit.
So I think what it is I think it's a trust thing. Like, people who know Kid Rock that have followed him trust him more than like some politicians that they may have never heard of before. I think that's what we're seeing.
So those people need to actually get friends, because
I guess so.
I would tell you right now, like, that's crazy.
But he seems like a trustworthy. Like, believe that he means whatever that he
No,
says.
I definitely.
I just don't know if he knows a lot of things.
I agree on that, but
I don't know what his knowledge beyond like porking 17-year-olds by the lakeside in an Alabama summer. Like, I think that's the extent of his expertise. I'm pretty sure he can't major in that in college. So like I don't know what he's going to bring to the table.
oh man, oh my god, or running a brothel. It was in that cowboy song he was talking about that. Oh my god.
Maybe he'll legalize prostitution.
Yeah, weed will be the first thing on their ballot. You watch. I guarantee if he gets it.
Crazy times we live in. Yeah, he straight up does look like a homeless guy that just like picked up. And that's the dirtiest American flag I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, he's gained some weight.
Yeah, obviously the poor life hasn't treated him well.
And he just will not give up that fedora for the life of him. He's wearing that thing to the
pork and beans he's been eating.
He's on that pork and beans
by
diet.
The campfire after porking the 17-year-olds in Alabama summer. Oh man,
he's on that Dennis the Menace diet.
Yeah. This just blows my mind. People, this blows my mind.
Maybe O.J. Simpson will run for Congress now.
I'd probably vote for him. His slogan would be like,
I'll kill for you, and I'll kill you if you don't vote for me.
I got away with it once. I can get away with it for everybody.
I did it once. I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
O.J. Simpson for Senate.
What if I did do it?
So I don't know if you heard about this. Michael Phelps was promoted as like he was going to race a shark. He was supposed to race a shark, and then I think they aired it on.
Race it like what, in the same water?
Well, that's what people thought, was that he was going to race a real life shark. But the reality was.
Sports World was robbed on Sunday night.
No, wait, I don't want to watch that. Here we go. On Sports Illustrated. So people thought he was going to race a real shark, but instead he's racing a computer-generated shark. And the shark beat him.
Oh, really? So you're telling me people are upset because he didn't want to...
So I think they just took the average like 50 time of a shark and then had Phelps swim the same thing, and the shark's a little bit faster. So people were pretty upset about that. Like
what did people think? He was going to go in with some pork chops?
Shark? Yeah.
Like go with pork chops around his shoulders and fucking run? Like, people, oh my God.
Yeah, if they had this race on land, I think that would have worked out a little bit better for Phelps. So people are never happy. That's the lesson there. You can never make everyone happy.
Yeah. Next time, race a real shark, you fucking phony. No, Wes, didn't you say you were going to outrun a lion next week?
Yeah.
And race him?
It's just like a computer-generated meme on like the fucking Gold Road in Wizard of Oz.
I wish we had a green screen.
Running
just
with the cowardly lion.
Oh yeah, cowardly lion. Well, I'm glad that people still are people and they get upset about dumb shit.
I mean, I'm just blown away that like people
thought that he was going to race a shark.
Thought that he was going to race a real shark.
The only thing I could think of is,
can you imagine the liability and something like that?
Oh my God, it'd be huge. I could imagine though. So if they put like a shark, so this is how I do it if that's what they really wanted, and this is probably how people were thinking, and not to like he'd be in the same water, because that'd be just dumb if that was the case. But they put like
a barrier,
a glass thing, or they get a tank and they have a giant tank with that size, and you put a shark at the end of it, which I don't know how you'd control that. You'd have to have like a fence.
How do you get the shark to swim over to the other side? Just dangle
put Michael Phelps over there.
Just have him like dangle his
toe over there. Hey, somebody's like, oh, I'm gonna dip my feet in here with this blood-soaked UV block.
Yeah,
hold on.
I thought that would have been way more entertaining.
Yeah.
Literally all this was, they just put some buoys out and then had Phelps swim and then put a CG shark in it.
That's what I would have done. That's crazy. I don't know.
Everyone got duped.
Yep.
We're all disappointed about
world's biggest...
Is there anything else we need to talk about today? I guess I didn't talk about how my car got flooded, but I don't really feel like rehashing that story. Long story short, my car got flooded. I'll put the pictures in the video in this video. So you can watch that if you want. But yeah, I guess deal with that now. So that's been a lot of fun. Been a real fun week for me.
Well, yeah, right? Especially for you. That sucks, man. So Yeah.
What can you do?
Eh.
You're probably gonna go car shopping later today.
I'm glad that you weren't in the car and you didn't get electrocuted. Though,
Yeah,
so.
the State Farm agent said that to me over the phone. It's like, good thing you weren't in the car when it flooded. I'm
Be like, I wouldn't even been in the area, dumbass.
like it was a flash flood, but it wasn't a tsunami that just like came out of nowhere. Like as if I'm just like the water level's like slowly rising and I'm just like sitting in my car, the hands on the wheel, like, oh, this is getting real serious. Just like slowly go, oh god.
Well, it's probably probably time to get out of here.
Just about time to exit this vehicle.
When I start looking like Huckleberry Finn in my car.
Also, the water only came up to about the top of the seats. Like it came up on the seats.
Yeah, but that's
good thing you weren't in the car and it happened. Like, why? What, I got my pants wet? Like, what do you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
Brennan West drowned in 3 feet of water today.
Yeah. Like, I don't get, like,
So yeah, that's been a lot of fun.
That's crazy. Like, just State Farm. What was the guy that did the State Farm commercials? What's his face?
I don't know. The black guy?
No.
That's Allstate.
That's Allstate, man. He's like, yeah, he's in like CSI shows and
Yeah.
stuff too, which is cool. No, it was the dude that played J. Jonah Jameson in
yeah, I know.
Spider-Man.
I don't know his name.
The
I know
Sam
what you're talking
Raimi.
about, though.
Yeah. So when they say if there's a flooding, like, was that statement a lie to you, or did they take care of you at least?
What?
Like the money? Did you get money? You got money.
Oh yeah. They paid everything off. It was enough I was still making payments on it, so they gave me enough money to pay off the loan. Had a little bit extra, so it was fine for that. Like the compensation was great. It's just playing the phone tag back and forth and like trying to
any insurance.
They take weekends off apparently. So I called on like Friday, and then they'd be like, okay, well we'll send a tow truck for it, and then it didn't come the next day. So I call again. I'm like, well, everyone that's dealing with your case is off for the weekend. So I'm like, all right, so my car is waterlogged in the mall parking lot. Like, you can't... We're just gonna let it sit there. Yeah. They let that car sit...
To dry?
In the fucking... Yeah, they're like, we can air it out if you want to. They let it sit in the parking lot, waterlogged for, like, 4 days. It just sat there, like, just marinating. I stuck my head in there the day before the tow truck came. It was the worst smelling thing I've ever smelled in my entire life.
Was the prop box still in the car?
No, I took everything out.
Oh, thank God. What got damaged in the car? That's what I need to know.
Only my skateboard. The bottom half of my skateboard got water on it, and it clogged the wheels up. So I gotta
get new trucks and all that.
Yeah.
Well, that could be worse. I'm like thinking like your camera gear. How pissed?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, luckily there wasn't anything valuable in there.
Damn.
Yeah, my gym bag was on top of the seat, and that got a little wet, but that's all fine.
That's already got sweaty shit.
Yeah, I usually have my backpack with my MacBook in there, so that's like a $2,200 expense.
They would have.
Luckily,
that would have covered that though, right?
Oh, I have no. I don't know if they covered things that were
like,
inside the car.
damn it. Like that would blow my mind.
That's an interesting. Yeah, I never thought about that.
Should have been like, yeah, I had
like,
the picture of the Mona Lisa in there, and
I had my full size
bar of gold,
my full size Groucho suit in there for when I go cosplay in these conventions. It's made out of Persian silk. That's a $3,000 expense.
Hand spun Persian silk.
Yeah.
I also had my official first copy of the Bible ever written, signed by Jesus. Yeah. I would like that.
Also, my grandma was in there. She's dead now. How are you gonna replace her?
Cash monetary value.
I'll take $3,000 for that.
That's at least solid $3,000.
I wasn't a fan of her. That's okay. I'm just telling us all the agent. I'm gonna be honest. Our relationship wasn't great. I'm willing to accept $3,000 in emotional compensation.
We'll cut it at that. I don't think that is worth more than $3,000. Yeah. So that's fine by me.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Oh man, I know there are things I would like to talk about since we're getting this time, and then you can just separate out if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. So like a big thing right now is I was telling you a little bit earlier. So I'm really excited.
Fidget spinners.
Well, that midget spinners. Yeah, no, those. No, I'm going to talk about the Resident Evil 2 remake.
Okay.
Like, dude, I'm excited for that.
So they're remaking Resident Evil 2.
So they're going to remake Resident Evil 2.
Is it like a console thing?
Yeah, it's going to be a console. I don't know if it'll be exclusive. It'll probably go to Xbox
So
One.
It's not a remaster. They're completely building the game up.
So this is good that we can talk about. A lot of people wanted it as a remastered version. So did you ever play Resident Evil 1, the remastered version? No. The second remastered? Because they did one for GameCube, which was also fantastic. I love the GameCube one. So they remastered it. It was a really good game. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful, and it's the same game that you bought when you bought the PlayStation and Resident Evil 1, which I still have my copy. So Resident Evil 2, are you familiar with what they call the RE engine?
No.
So